ready to keep the fucking show going? Woo! Yeah! Alright, give it up for your next comic. It's Benny Fitzpatrick, everyone.
How's everybody doing? Okay, so stand-up comedy is a weird profession, if you want to call it that, because it's the only one when if you tell somebody you're doing it, they immediately respond with almost the same thing. 99.9% of the time they'll say, tell me a joke. And this is one of those things where for some reason, no other profession will someone immediately take this stance of, I know better than you and also perform for me exactly right now. So it's like if your friend's an electrician and he's telling you he's on his third job, you know, doing an electrician job, and you're like, hey, can you rewire my entire house? And then also I'm gonna criticize every tool that you use, and I'm gonna talk to you about my favorite electricians that aren't you, and all this other stuff, and give you advice that I know nothing about. And it reminded me of like all these notes. So I'm like a little bit of a notebook hoarder, which is where I pull some of my stand-up material for. But I feel like it's borderline serial killer-ish in terms of the amount of notebooks. I have like an infinite amount of notebooks, and each one has like 3 pages filled out at most. It's like, and the inconsistency is insane. So it'll be like, maybe I have goals that I wrote on one page, like get a bridge named after me. Ridiculous stuff that it makes no sense. But then on the other side, I'll see like, I want to write 4 best-selling books, and I'm looking at the titles, and it's like, why I don't cheat at board games. And I'm like, I don't even know what kind of a book I could write about that, but I like the going through the serial killer history of my life, which isn't funny apparently, but more likely I'm a serial victim is what I would say, because I'm in the 1%. I've received the Heimlich maneuver. I was at the talk of the town, and I'm not from around here, so you all probably know more than I do. I've been here about 2 years. But that night I was the talk of the town because, my mom has like the opposite of taste buds. So she gave me the worst taste ever. She'd do well done steaks and things like that. So I've graduated to medium rare is where I'm at these days, but I still don't know how to eat it effectively. So that night it was Tuesday night, which is sirloin specials. And so I put a bite in my mouth, and I was like, immediately I know I'm choking to death right away. It was no question about it in my mind. So for anybody who's never choked on purpose or whatever, the international sign for choking is like this. And so I did that first. This all happened in like 7 seconds, but it was an infinite amount of time for me, it seemed like. So I did the international sign for choking. I saw there's a group of 5 guys, not related to the restaurant, and so I was like, I need to point at one of them because I've heard from some rape video or something like you shouldn't say anybody call 911. You got to pick someone out because they won't do it otherwise. So I was like, you're the guy who's Heimliching me, and also I can't talk, so I got to like make sure I communicate it all. This dude jumps into action like he knew what was gonna happen before I did. 2 pump chumps me. And I get the classic, arc of a steak coming out of your mouth. It's like 7 seconds since it started, and I know I'm saved. My life is saved, but I'm more embarrassed than I've ever been in my life. And I don't know if I should take my food home with me because I really want my steak still. I didn't know if I should pay for it. I think I shouldn't have to pay for it, but that would encourage people to choke more. And I gave this guy my business card. I was like, hey, dude, you saved my life. Please just reach out to me sometime. He never reached out to me. And how can you not make a friend who saved your life? I mean, I don't know how to make friends in this town, and I just wish he reached out to me because I got nothing else to go with it. And I have more shit to say, but I don't have enough time. So I'll get better at this, but thank you very much. I'm Benny Fitzpatrick.
Benny, everyone, come on, keep it going for us. Chorus. All right, are you guys ready to keep the fucking show going?